see the words 100 times a day, free, just pay shipping. A free book, a free sample, a free pair of earrings, yours for the cost of postage. It feels like the seller is giving something away and barely covering the mailman. Sometimes that red is exactly right, and the offer is one of the smartest moves in marketing. Sometimes that same screen is the front door to a billing trap that has cost consumers tens of millions of dollars. The two look almost identical from the outside. So we pulled apart the free plus shipping funnel to find the line between the smart offer and the trap. Start with what the offer actually is, because the mechanics explain everything that follows. Free plus shipping is a loss leader. The seller never expects to make money on the free item. Its only job is to convert a browser into a buyer. The moment you hand over a card to pay shipping, you stop being a visitor and become a customer, and a customer is worth far more than a click. So the real economics live in two places you don't see on the first screen. First, the shipping charge itself, which is often set high enough to quietly cover the product's cost, the postage, and part of the advertising. Second, and far more important, the back end. The upsells, the order bumps, and the continuity offers that appear after you say yes. In the honest version of this funnel, the free item is a genuine free item. The shipping is roughly what shipping costs, and the business makes its money on real follow on products you actively choose to buy. That structure has a name in the trade: a self-liquidating offer, where the front end pays for itself and the back end is the profit. Run the numbers on the honest version because they're genuinely clever. Picture a seller who gives away a low-cost item and charges shipping of around $7. The product costs them roughly $2, and the postage and packaging run about $4. That leaves a thin margin on the front end. Call it $1. So the offer is close to breaking even before a single upsell. Now add the back end. Say 1 in 4 buyers takes a real upsell worth $30 in profit. Across 100 buyers, that's $750 from the upsells alone, stacked on a front end that already paid for itself. The seller has acquired 100 paying customers, 100 shipping addresses, and 100 email contacts at essentially zero net cost. That is the smart offer. Nothing is hidden, the free item is real, and every dollar of profit comes from something the customer knowingly chose to add. Now watch the exact same screen flip into a trap, because the mechanics that make it smart are the same mechanics that make it dangerous. The flip happens in 2 moves. Move 1, inflate the shipping. If the postage genuinely costs $4 but the screen charges $14, the seller is no longer covering cost. They're selling the product at a markup while calling it free. You paid retail and were told you got a gift. Move 2, and this is the serious one, bury a subscription inside the offer. In the trap version, the free item is bait for a negative option enrollment, a recurring charge that begins automatically unless you take action to stop it. You think you bought one thing for the cost of shipping. In fact, you agreed, in fine print you never read, to a monthly charge that keeps hitting your card until you find the cancellation page. The free item was never the product. The subscription was the product. The free item was just the hook. This isn't a hypothetical, and the regulators have the receipts. The clearest case is the Federal Trade Commission's action against a company called Triangle Media. Consumers clicked an ad for a risk-free trial that cost only shipping and handling, typically $4.95. Instead, many were charged as much as $98.71 for that trial, and enrolled in an expensive ongoing continuity plan without their knowledge or consent. The order confirmation pages were themselves designed to trick people into ordering even more, each one triggering another negative option charge. When it was settled, the Commission mailed refunds of more than $8.7 million to 187,425 consumers from that single operation. And the agency has been explicit that this is not rare. It has brought more than 35 recent cases involving inadequate disclosures on free offers, enrollment without consent, and cancellation processes built to be impossible. The shipping and handling trial is one of the most enforced scam structures online. So where does the law stand, and how much can you rely on it? The picture shifted recently, and it matters. For decades, the backstop has been a statute called the Restore Online Shoppers Confidence Act, which requires clear disclosure of the terms before billing, your express informed consent to be charged, and a simple way to cancel. In 2024, the Commission went further and finalized a tougher measure nicknamed the click-to-cancel rule, designed to force easy cancellation and stop hidden continuity enrollment outright. But in July of 2025, a federal appeals court, the 8th Circuit, vacated that rule entirely on procedural grounds just days before its main requirements were due to take effect. The headline read like the protections vanished. They did not. The underlying statute and the Commission's General Deception Authority remain in full force, and state auto-renewal laws still apply. The lesson for a buyer is sharp. The rule that would have made these traps explicitly illegal got struck down. Enforcement after the fact is slow. And the only protection that works in real time is the one you bring to the checkout page yourself. Here is the field test that separates the two, and it's 4 questions you can run in under a minute at the checkout. 1. Is the shipping charge believable? Real postage on a small item is a few dollars. If shipping on a free trinket costs more than the trinket plausibly does, you are paying retail for a gift, and that's the first tell. 2. Is there a recurring charge anywhere on this page? Read every line near the order button. The words trial, monthly, auto-renew, and until you cancel are the whole game. If you find them, you are not buying an item. You are starting a subscription. 3. Can you find the cancellation terms before you pay? In plain language, without hunting. An honest seller states the rebill date and the price up front. A trap hides them. And 4. Are the upsells real products you'd actively choose or pre-checked boxes hoping you don't notice? A smart funnel offers you more and lets you decline. A trap enrolls you and dares you to cancel. Honest free plus shipping passes all 4. The trap fails at least 1, usually 2 and 3. So, is free plus shipping a smart offer or a trap? The honest answer is that it is a neutral structure that points either way, and the direction is set entirely by what's hidden. In the smart version, the free item is genuinely free. The shipping roughly covers cost. The back-end upsells are real things you choose, and the seller wins by acquiring a customer cheaply and honestly. That is legitimate, even clever marketing. In the trap version, the free is a lie wrapped around inflated shipping and a recurring charge you never agreed to, and the seller wins by counting on you not reading. The word free does none of the work here. The fine print does all of it. So don't react to the offer. Read it. The single sharpest filter is this: a smart offer makes its money when you say yes again, and a trap makes its money when you forget to say no. Find out, before you pay, which one you're standing in front of. That's the call.